Yo, yo.
I was walking through lava forest, breathing pale steam. Skies above me,
New Earth.
red of fire. My volcano.
Welcome to Neo's New World.
And the subtle hue.
We'll get started momentarily.
Before me, breathing in pure light. I'm floating on a dream, consciously. I was walking through lava forest, breathing pale steam. Skies above me, red of fire.
Welcome one, welcome all to Neo's New World. Yes, we have an amazing show for you today. Well, I do. I'm going to be the main component of the show. This show is entitled Raising Your Vibration Out of the Pandemic Timeline into New Earth. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch the music up really quick. No, it's cool. Okay. So guys, we are in amazing times, really, really amazing times. There is literally a great shift happening right now. There is so much light flooding this planet from the sun, from the great sun, from the core of the earth, from the center of hearts, from everywhere. And it is causing amazing transformation here on this planet. We are being given the opportunity to choose our timeline, to choose our future, to choose our life, to choose our experience. And this choice is magnanimous. You've probably heard of something called a timeline split, where, you know, there are dark timelines and there are light timelines. Well, that's what's happening now. All timelines, all possibilities are always available to each and every one of us. And now with all this new light that's flooding in on the planet, it is really pushing us to choose our timeline and to choose our future, you know, that we may spend years experiencing. So there are two main timelines that we can choose, and one is a timeline of, you know, the fear, which is, there's basically a 3D timeline. It's like a 4D timeline, actually, that has very high technology. You've seen it in a lot of sci-fi movies where there are spaceships going all around and people are kind of robotic, like, you know, and like it seems like everyone's tied into a system where it's not always depicted, but there's a level of control over everyone's mind. Everyone is sort of on one frequency and super heavily reliant on technology. And you rarely see nature in these movies. You know, movies like Terminator and I don't know, I haven't really seen iRobot, but I believe iRobot is one of them. All these futuristic movies that have super heavy reliance on technology. Well, that's a possible timeline. And it's actually a slave timeline. I say this because life is actually a lot easier in those timelines in some aspects because technology does so much for you, and the technology is so advanced that it's almost flawless. Like you rarely see spaceships just crashing into one another, or or things like that, because all the systems are super connected. And in that timeline, there's also like a governing body that knows where everyone is and what they're doing pretty much at all times for the most part. I mean, in most of those movies, there's like some rogue main character hero who goes off script, and then there's like some army of some army of robots or henchmen, or some kind of in the Matrix, I don't know what you call them, but what was that dude's name? Mr. whatever. I don't know. There are these Matrix characters that just like appear, and they're trying to get you back on the program. So that's one of the timelines that we have available. And another timeline is so that timeline is characterized by control, right? And so when you're being controlled, you're not able to express your divine power to create. You're not able to express your divine and cosmic creativity. So the other timeline that we have is a New Earth timeline. And in this New Earth timeline, we are living free. We are living almost like the other animals that you see out in the jungle. We have clans, and we have tribes, and we have community, and there's abundance. We grow our own food. Our food is free of pesticides, and it's organic, and we build our own homes. We can build beautiful homes out of natural materials, and we are all healers, and we heal one another, and we heal the community, and we're not relying on drugs that are actually sapping our life force energy. There's abundance. Everyone has everything that they need. We have food, clothing, shelter, transportation. And there's also, if you can think of the movie, was that movie called Pandora? Avatar. The planet was Pandora. Okay, in Avatar, that foreign planet where everyone was super connected to nature and there was abundance, there was also a level of magic. We could get together in groups and heal, also using plant medicines and nature and herbs. In this timeline, this New Earth timeline, we all realize that we are part of one being, part of one source, part of one collective. And we also are super in tune with our natural abilities, which we've taken offline in order to have this experience of being in this world of lack and suffering, and run by souls that have been taken over by the dark, which is fine because we're all brothers and sisters, and some of us are just choosing the light, and some of us have just chosen the dark, just to play out a game. It's actually called polarity integration. There's a cosmic game called polarity integration, where each of our souls just choose to be on the side of truth, or to be on the side of the darkness and control, and create suffering and create slavery. And then now that game is coming to an end, where we are all waking up and realizing that we are divine beings of the light and sovereign beings, and that we are worthy of all the beauty and majesty and abundance that this beautiful planet has to offer. And so we need to heal the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and honor our children, and work together to create a beautiful society, not leaving anyone behind. There's no room for anyone to be without. There's no room for anyone to be in lack. There's no room to have homeless, to have haves and have-nots. There's no room to have rich people that have millions and billions of dollars, and then there are others who are barely scraping by. So what's happening right now is the system that we've come to know, which is quite an illusion. It's quite outside of the natural law in a sense. It's almost a dream. It's coming to an end as we are all waking up and reversing this nightmare. It's sort of a nightmare that we've created, where there are wars and diseases and separation, borders, so many things that block us from seeing the beauty in one another. Racism and classism, all these structures, organized religion that holds you back, a public education system that does not teach you of the stars or nature or abundance or of spirit, but teach us worthless ideas that can only lead us to making barely enough money to get by, and then being dependent on a system which is designed to make us sick and eventually retire and die and, do it all over again. So how do we actually take advantage of these powerful energies that are pumping through the planet right now in order to move into the new Earth timeline, which is where I am heading, and I hope you join me as well. I invite you to join me. Okay, so what we would do is basically raise your vibration. Now is the time to raise your vibration. People, there is no one or no thing outside of yourself that is more powerful than yourself. Nothing is more powerful than your own mind. And the key to moving into this new world is simply to choose consciously and then to raise your frequency to match the frequency of the high vibrational new world that I'm calling New Earth. So how do we do this? Right now, we're not bombarded by work. We have so much free time. And we're not bombarded by friends or family. Let's use this time to raise our vibration, to activate our DNA. How? Meditate daily. I did a meditation this morning. I did yoga, just 2 simple sun salutations for 5 minutes right before I created this video, right before I turned on my mic to start talking. Do abundance and manifestation rituals daily. Do things to bring you joy. Create art, cook, play your instrument, practice your instrument, your guitar, your piano. I play bass. I do music. I produce music. I love producing music. Listen to some comedy. Tell jokes. Laugh. The most healing and powerful force that I've come to know in this world is a smile. Laughter. It changes everything. Smile and laugh. Do your manifestation rituals. Activate your DNA. Drink pure water. Guys, self-love is the key. Self-love is the key. Bro, my self-love routine has been so high vibe over the past couple of weeks. I've been, spending time just washing my face with pure water and organic products. My teeth have brightened a couple of shades. I've brushed my teeth already twice today, and it's early evening. I'm going to brush them again. Organic toothpaste, really getting in there and, just making yourself, beautifying yourself. We're beautiful beings. I've been doing yoga and meditation every single day. Take care of your hair. Take care of your nails. I clipped my nails the other day. I've been having my diet has been so great especially this past week, but these past couple of weeks. I've been eating almost exclusively kale salads with spirulina in them, all organic, all vegan, and drinking spirulina water. That's been 90% of my diet. I've had some fruits. I have some bananas right over here now. I had some coffee. That's fine. You know, it kind of gives me a little activation. Been having tea, and that's pretty much been it. But these kale salads and this spirulina water that I'm drinking around the clock, it's doing so much to help raise my vibe. And that's what's going to help me to continue my trajectory into New Earth, raising my vibration. There's nothing in the world that can stop you from getting to New Earth other than making the simple choice to love yourself. I love you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Know that you are a dear, bright star on this planet and this plane, and that we need you to share your lights and your creativity with the rest of the planet. So guys, exercise, yoga, meditation, music, arts, your diet, organic, healthy, green leafy vegetables, brilliant bright colored fruits, drink lots of water, and intend to see the timeline where angels are amongst us. Angels are among us, where you are one of the angels, where there's brilliance, where there are bright lights, where families are united, and where women are respected and honored, and children are honored, and their gifts are welcomed into our community. We're not here to teach, to indoctrinate and teach children how to be like us. We're here, they come completely activated beings of light. And it's our time to recognize who these beautiful angels are and allow them to lead from before they can even talk. You know, they already have such awareness. I mean, my children are amazing, and I can tell you firsthand, I'm grateful that I learned more from them than I'm sure they learned a lot from me, of course, but it's like a 50-50 relationship. And I definitely did not try to, I would never suppress or invalidate any of their thoughts or ideas at all. It's so important to get back in harmony as families. So, let me just throw out some superfoods that I know. Spirulina, chlorella, cacao, water, any bright organic vegetable like blueberries, strawberries, cantaloupe, watermelon. Eat these things. Spinach, raw, living foods. This is the time that we're being given, and this is what we need to do in order to really shine. Yeah, know that you're a being of light. You are an incarnated earth angel, if you so choose to be. I'm not gonna speak on, I have to speak the truth, right? And there are those amongst us who, and I hope it's you, who are ready to live in love and to live in light. You know? And nothing can stop you. That's my choice. My choice is to love myself without conditions, and to love all that is without conditions. All of my neighbors, no matter what they do, who they are, what they look like. We're all reflections. We are all one being. All ages, all races, all ethnicities, all colors. Unconditional love, which means sharing a smile with everyone. It means sharing when someone's in need, sharing whatever we have to give, sharing your talent, your voice. This is unconditional love, people. And doing this every single day, no matter how these people respond to you. Honoring the animals on this planet who are not meant to be our slaves in any sort of way. I'm vegan, and I want all the animals to live and to live just as happy lives as my children, and myself. honoring the beauty around us, the beautiful colors, the sky, the ocean, the flowers. This is how you ascend, and that's what we're going through now. It's a period of ascension. There's a portal, there's a doorway for us to ascend to higher realms of love and light. And I'm grateful to be here right now. I've been playing my music. Let me put my headphones back on. I get an echo when I have my headphones on, so I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. Okay, all this is from an album called Aqua Ether Lo-Fi Llama. It's a lo-fi album. It's the last song. I'm just gonna let it play out a little bit. And yeah, I love you guys. I love you dearly, and I'm so grateful to be here, to see all the amazing things that you are going to do on this plane. Remember, this is the Ascension timeline, 2,000 years of lights. We are activating our light bodies. We will be able to traverse time and space almost instantly, instant manifestation, and it's all activated by love, unconditional love. When we activate our love, we become gods and goddesses. Gods and goddesses at the higher levels. There are gods and goddesses at all levels. But in the higher frequency dimensions are in service to humanity. And when we are in service to humanity, we must be harmless to all others. Once we demonstrate to the universe that we are harmless and acting in the best interest of all beings, our dormant abilities are activated and we become infinites. Again, we realize that we are infinite. So yes, this is the golden age. This is the Christ consciousness. The Buddha within is emerging. I love you. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm just gonna let this music play for a bit. You can hang out and listen to it. I'll put a link in the description if you like it.